Ooh, let's get ready to rumble! Watch us wreck the mic, watch us wreck the mic, watch us wreck the mic. Psych. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Chris Chan article. And today, guys, we are going to be doing the Teen Troon Squad saga here today, guys. And apparently, this is apparently the one where Joshua Wise thought that these guys were going to make himself look slightly redeemable, because these guys in the Troon Squad also did some pretty bonkers bad, no good stuff to Chris. So let's get started. Let's just hope I don't get sick. Have you ever noticed that Copperberg has like a gold type lid for their cans? I think that's pretty cool. No matter how many times I die, somebody somewhere will pick up where I left off. Joshua Wise during the bad beginning. I know Lucas, Devil, and Eva were trolling me as well, and that turned out as good as well. I don't know how the fuck that could possibly turn out good, but only Chris's logic knows the truth. The Teen Troon Squad were a group of trolls in Charlottesville who began manipulating Chris towards the end of 2018. As their moniker suggests, they are simply known to be transgender and about half Chris's age. Currently, Lily Celeste Simpson's tomboy named Lucas Simpkins is the only squad member known by full name. You're about to find out why shortly. Other members of the squad include Celeste, Eva, and Devil, also known as WXFDXG, and I'm not saying those names. Little is known of these members except that the latter helped Lily get her foot in the door by buying Chris's illicit goods. The Teen Troon Squad originally met Chris when two of their members purchased 32 pages of his pornographic drawings on eBay for $1,000. How the fuck even eBay would allow that to happen, I have no idea. In April of 2018, and they were mentioned on Kiwi Farms to have smoked marijuana with Chris in violation of his therapeutic docket. In October 2018, after gaining Chris's trust, the squad infiltrated into Chris's accounts, leaked content, and then pointed the finger at Wise and Boyd. Time and time again, Chris has taken their statements at face value. Chris has only ever taken his statements at face value, and it's important to note that apparently Lily is only just about a whole year younger than me. Mentioned on Kiwi Farms to have smoked marijuana with Chris in violation of his therapeutic docket in October 2018. After gaining okay, blah 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 blah. Much like the idea, guys, the Teen Troon Squad's trolling occurred largely behind the scenes, and only a scanty amount of content was ever released until December of 2018. Having also begun trolling Chris at the height of the idea guy's power, and having used them as a scapegoat to evade detection. Accurately estimating the extent of their manipulation is impossible, regardless of who individually is responsible. Collectively, they are all weens. They were probably most responsible for introducing the dimensional merge into Chris's mind. In a perplexing tweet on Christmas Day 2018, Lily's identity was exposed by somebody role-playing as Magic-chan. Prompting the other Troons to wipe their presence off the internet completely as the guard dogs, as well as the greater Kiwi Farms began closing in on them. Unlike Wise and Boyd, Chris remains fond of the squad and is still bewildered that they had left him without warning. He has tried thus far in vain to re-establish contact as of late September 2019. Anyway, where were we? Weaning. Honestly, I wouldn't advise it. He smells like cat piss and told us he wanted to fuck his mom. 0 out of 10 would never do that again. He made me into a part of solitude. It was awful. Lily on why you shouldn't spend hours upon hours interacting with Chris in person. Yeah, I'm also never going to do that. I think I can see right now. On the 24th of April 2018, Chris posted on eBay listings of 32 porn drawings he had produced over the years, including the infamous She Came for Quick.jpg, though the listing was quickly pulled within a few hours of violating eBay's terms of service. Lily expressed interest in buying the art on Twitter. Apparently she had got the money by taking it from her mother's boyfriend. She wrote, "Add quick Sonichu, I'm willing to pay the $1,000 for the drawings. Please repost them on eBay or Etsy so I can." Chris complied, quietly relisting the drawings under the incognito title Arts for Lucas. This purchase would be the setup for the entire Team Troon squad saga. Since the squad lives in the same area as Chris, on the 27th of April 2018, they arranged for Chris to deliver the pornography they had purchased to Lily's house. This would be the first of many visits, as the squad would periodically invite Chris over without their parents' knowledge. These visits are evidenced by numerous archived social media posts, as well as a video leaked of Chris's actual delusionary problem while high on marijuana at Lily's house. What exactly occurred at these meetings is unknown, but all of the information released seems to imply that they primarily consisted of role-playing. For example, in Chris with Teen Troon Squad, he points at the air, states, "I love you, Crizzle," and pretends to make out with her. When asked on Twitter a user about Chris's behaviour in person, Lily described him as somewhat rapey, stating that she had no personal space whatsoever. And you can see them right here. And, God, Chris, I don't know whether it's just because Chris is high or this is about as comfortable as he could possibly be while smiling. He would kiss on us, hug us, rub on us, press his head against ours randomly, get incredibly close. He is really rapey. It's awful especially because at the time, we were all minors. This does, however, fit in Chris's line of behaviour, especially when we're considering, the too many games fiascos. If true, it makes no sense why Lily would willingly invite Chris over multiple times, especially with how much information on Chris's creepiness is publicly available. It is instead believed that these statements were damage control. Hilariously, Chris also had some of his own complaints about Lily, angrily posting a tweet revealing that she had attempted to convince him into buying alcohol for them. "No, Lucas, I will not buy you booze." And we can state here a few messages. Lily stating the item had been delivered, marking the first meeting. And we can just click on this quickly. "The drawings were delivered to me and Devil, and he currently has them. We haven't spoken about scanning them or anything, so I really don't know, to be honest. Evidence of a hangout occurring on the 14th of July. I just wanted to get around to saying this, but I just want to say I had an amazing time with Quickville, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah." Okay. And there is Chris there just sitting. The original text from Lily regarding Chris. "Yup, I have, and honestly, and won't mod advise it. He smells like cat piss. Wait, really? Holy fuck, I knew he smelled like cat piss, but did he try to touch you a lot? Like, he is rapey and shit. Yeah, he does no personal space whatsoever." He kept running heads. Note the writing style. "Wait, really? Holy fuck, I knew he smelled like that. Yeah, he does no personal space whatsoever. He is really rapey, it's awful. Especially because at the time we were all minors. You could report him for sexual harassment. You should try to adopt his cat, by the way." And sometime during one of their in-person role-playing sessions, Lily introduced Chris to cannabis. What resulted is captured in a 38-second long video showing Chris high on marijuana while pretending to make out with Crizzle. Chris later angrily clarified on Twitter that he was not, in fact, constantly high. And here you can see the tweet confirming this. "And one more thing, I am not high all the time. I do not do pot while driving." You could just literally say, "at all. I am not that irresponsible slob you think I am. I want to scream, 'Leave those friends alone.'" Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. And this is the actual video of Chris high as fuck on meth, on marijuana. So just watch this very quickly.
"'Cause I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed. All I know is that it feels like forever. But no one ever tells you that forever feels like home. Sitting all alone inside your head. And it's the
love you, Chriselle. My wife, my lovely lady, ladies and gentlemen.
She's very pretty.
Thank you.
It does have to be said, Chris looks completely out of his mind. It's more than he usually does. And I'm going to just state this for the record right now. The images that are about to come up, they are... None of these show any nudity, whatever, but for the sake of, again, keeping this video up, I'm not going to be showing any of them. I've managed to check them all. They do not show any genitalia, but just so we're clear, they are not going to be enlarged. Meanwhile, Chris Chan's Twitter account was hacked several times throughout 2018 by an unknown individual claiming to be associated with the Idea Guys. It seems more likely, however, that they were being hosted by Lily, given that they occurred long after the Idea Guys were taken out of power. The leak also included footage that Lily herself later leaked in a full onto .cal, making her involvement all the more likely. Regardless of who actually leaked the videos, Chris himself believed to be the work of Boyd and Wise, subsequently calling them out by their name in a tweet afterwards. And we are going to see those in part 2, so we'll be back after the break. Okay, so with the majority of the sick now out of my system, let's continue. Unraveling. On the 25th of December, Christmas Day of 2018, somebody posing as Magi-Chan created a tweet linking to a since taken down paste bin, now referred to as the Teen Troon Squad reveals themselves. This paste bin elaborately doxes Lucas, revealing her real name, home address, and supposed phone number. The author then lists some details regarding the dimensional merge, since revoked by Chris, before expanding on what the Teen Troon Squad had been doing. The group had been spending a lot of time opening their minds by role-playing and smoking weed with cool people like Christine. Naturally, when the link was first released, there was much speculation as to who the author who actually written the tweet. The author claimed to be Lily herself, stating, "I currently have Lucas, my host body, in a trance, so they won't remember typing this out." Your guess is as good as mine as to who actually wrote whether or not that's actually true. And apparently Chris blames the original Idea Guy for the leaks, even though I actually don't know. I thought it was Chris who originally wrote that tweet. That was not me. I repeat, not me. This is the stuff the Idea Guy made me do. Joshua Wise and Stephen Boy need to pay and stay out of my Twitter account. However, to many, this read as if they had been a third party involved. Ultimately, it was determined that it had been done by someone else. Chris had trusted with his password. Significantly narrowing down the suspect pool, a follow-up tweet from Chris later called the author a gremlin, trying to divide him, Lily, and the captain. The most important revelation is the mention of the captain, who Lily would later claim was responsible for doxing her. In the last few days of 2018, Lily responded to the dox by leaking content onto 8chan's Cal board, hoping to appease onlooking trolls, who did not look favourably on this kind of behaviour. While normally these postings onto the site would be protected under the guise of anonymity, Lily stated plainly who she was, even linking to her personal Twitter account. She began by revealing Discord logs from Chris from 8th of December 2018, in which Chris discusses how he damaged his high school ring, followed by Luca Sonichu, an original Sonic Chew character and medallion Chris had created on the 23rd of August 2018, and a video of Chris screaming at his toilet. Riveting. Anyway, Lily's situation continued to deteriorate rapidly. On the 29th of December 2018, while Lily was busy releasing as much as she could, Chris condemned her over Twitter, alluding to a falling out between them, though blame for Lily's actions was assigned instead to Off-War, a hyperdimension Neptunia villain who Chris had believed she had been behind Jessica Quinn. In a desperate final attempt to appease the troll community, Lily partially leaked the All-Star masturbation tape on the 30th of December. So now we know what the actual video was called. In exchange for being left alone and her mother not finding out about the internet antics. She concluded that day with another plea for trolls to stop texting her, offering to tell all about Chris's lovely adventures and set things straight to anybody who messages her on Twitter. Not even going to try and acknowledge any of those videos or pictures. Satisfied that the internet now seemed to be leaving her alone, Lily finally posted the rest of the All-Star as a reward on a New Year's Eve 2018, gloating. Since idiots are starting to get a clue and leave me alone, here's the rest. I don't care, Chris ain't going to do shit to me because my mom will sue him. This would backfire, unsurprisingly, as an unnamed Kiwi Farms user chose to target her in response for the release, realizing the newfound attention she had attracted onto herself from All-Star. Lily frantically began backpedaling on Twitter. Once again, she attempted to blame the idea guys for her deeds, but few were convinced. The overwhelming amount of context and framing that would have to be done for little to no gain made such an explanation unacceptable. I only released one video, Lucas says. As much as I love the attention, I'm the one that leaked the sex videos from Christine. Those were the idea guys. I wish I could take credit for more sex tapes, but none. I only released one video. A far cry from I don't care, Chris ain't going to do shit. So let's just see. If a screenshot is claiming to be me, then it's better to blah blah blah. He's just basically backpedaling it. She is backpedaling at this point. After this, nothing has been heard from the Teen Troon squad since. The remaining members disappeared before they could also be exposed. Their primary legacy is in implementing, or at least nurturing, the dimensional merge as a visible substitute in Chris's life for the love quest that the idea guys had brought to an end, months after they broke all ties. Chris bemoaned on Lily's birthday in September 2019 that he had lost their company and appealed for them to come back. It is, however, doubtful that they will ever return after experiencing the many side effects of trying to manipulate Chris in the late 2010s. And that, guys, was just about the end of the Teen Troon Squad saga. Basically, 3 people tried to pull a blue spike on Chris by trying to manipulate him, only slightly differently because it was unlikely Chris was going to fall for the same mistake twice. But the problem with this one is that they did actually meet up in person, and Chris revealing what he actually did, quote-unquote rapey sort of actions, give a good idea of why that's just straight up not a good idea to go anywhere near Chris. It's also not a good idea to force somebody to make a sex tape and then expect to get away with it, because a lot of people got on their cases for it, and eventually they sort of disbanded. So it's sort of like another cautionary tale. Again, if you don't get involved with Chris whatsoever, because other people are going to get on your case, regardless of whatever it is you decide to do. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure the boyfriend's mother is going to be very, very suspicious as to what happened to the $1,000 now that it's being released on the quickie forms. And also, what else was I going to mention? Yeah, just like I said, don't do business with Chris. Otherwise, that is the sort of thing that's going to happen. Especially if the intention was to manipulate him into, being high on camera and to making a sex tape. That's, again, now put on the internet. And it's hardly ever going to go away. Good score there, Chris. And with all that being said and done, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading of the Teen Troon Squad saga, courtesy of the Wikipedia. Please make sure to leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Teen Troon Squad yourself. Please also make sure to also like and subscribe so you get daily notifications when my videos come out. And I hope to love you guys again in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye for now.